I'm gonna try this. I have no idea how it's gonna go. I mean, the game seems intent on not giving me the HP bump I need, so let's just see what we can do. One rounded the first phase, that's good. No damage going into this phase. Okay, still taking those out before they can hit me. Oh. That hurt a lot. More than I'm used to that hurting for. Why is that hurting so much now? I'm confused and a little frightened. It hasn't changed anything, right? Let's end this phase right now, hopefully. Or it can do its damage. Please? Mind? There we go. So first turn we need to sandbag because it's going to do a launcher, and I need to have a late heal this turn. I won't have any idea if she is still one-shottable until it happens. All we can do is hope it doesn't, really. Oh yeah, that's why she was getting hit so much harder. I changed her helmet to the one that's status immune. She lost like 6 defense, which shouldn't be enough to totally double the amount of damage she is taking, but that's where we are. I hope this doesn't one-round this phase. I shouldn't have used Flare. Okay, no, we're good. We don't have purple. Everybody just do damage. All the links you possibly can. No, we're good. So far, so good. This turn is going to be a launcher. Buster, whatever. That thing that do the hurt is coming. Well, she's still not dying. Bonus damage, always welcome. And quite a bit of it, in fact. Don't end the phase right now. If you do, we're probably done for. Okay, good. That was a misordering on my part. That we could have been severely punished for, but weren't. Why'd I do that? I don't want that. Oh, heck. Human might be dead. Use staff to see if you can go first. And use staff to cover in case a sheep does. Okay. Not preferable, but whatever. And please don't die. Oh, good. That means we are basically in there. for the long haul phase up until, well, we see whether or not the Esper can die. I'm kind of hoping that having gotten a bunch more spirit means that I've reduced its potential damage on my Espers to the point that they're both safe. You are at risk of going before the boss under a freak accident. Do I have to sandbag you? Hello. I am right in the middle of the heck. And no, I did not prevent my Esper from not being one-shottable. So the 600 HP is just a hard requirement, and just the fact that she never gained that much damning. Yeah, I was under the impression, because of what it does to mechs, that that it would be slightly subject to your spirit, not your defense or anything. Yeah, this fight comes down to basically only a couple things. Having 600 HP, knowing when all of the phase changes are liable to happen, and having your health in a good position when those changes happen. That's basically it. Also, make sure you have a whole lot of heal staff or other heal all abilities, and also have your strongest nukes saved for near the end. Okay, here comes the crap. This is what you need to have all of your biggest nukes available for. It says that. Does that mean it goes back to normal phase? I'm going to use a staff just to I mean, if I don't, it might kill me with the thing. I think it only actually reset AI the one time that I let it go through and my human survived. Nope, he's back to normal. I am screwed. Yeah, I know. Trust me. I was there. And I'm pretty annoyed. Alright, fastest person. You try to use your last heal and go before the boss. That's the only hope I have. Actually, if that happens... Alright, here's what we do. We're going to bank on the extremely remote possibility that you go first. And he's going to use the thing, so then I will need to sandbag a late heal as well. Nope. Goodbye. It's not literally over, but it's basically over. Yeah, he's doing the thing again now. After taking just long enough to screw me. Well, hope we survive. Should have baked a heal. Because yeah, we can actually survive that, these two. The Espers, no way, but I mean, I guess theoretically I could end the fight right now. You know, that's a thing that could technically happen. I believe this is the point where you stop having stop having to do any input for the text or anything. It's all auto from here. Yeah, two things. There were two things that totally changed how this fight panned out. Having a more productive and survivable monster was only part of it. I was getting a lot more damage on average per turn, because that second trip down was getting me quite a lot more operative stats, mostly spirit. Also, when she was up, the Esper was still doing way more damage than anybody else, because I gave her the Spirit Magatama hoping it would keep her alive. So she especially was doing a lot of damage while she lasted. Anyway, as for the game itself, I mean, it's still Legend 2, so it's still, you know, good. A lot of the new things they implemented were cool, but a fair bit of them were kind of more convoluted than they needed to be. Like, I think most of the things involving the muses were just a little too, you know, purposefully obscure, so to speak. Especially the unique gifts for them. You had to just trial and error till you got the ones that were supposed to go to who. The whole team name thing was pretty pointless, I think. It gave you a few unique scenes, and also some unique excavates, which got you some of the other muse items. The links were fine. The only thing that kind of bit about the links is if you have two people targeting different things and have them link, the second person will be forced over to the target of the first person, instead of just empowering whatever they decided to do. You died again. You still weren't high enough to not be one-shottable. And then, yeah, the final boss... The final boss isn't a bad idea. No part of what they added was, like, a poor concept. The problem is everything had to happen on such a specific schedule, but there wasn't enough going on to empower you to keep that schedule unless you, like, bend over backwards and jump through a bunch of hoops. One of the things that a game like this would really need, something that happens in SaGa Frontier and also, like, Lunar games, having some kind of tell on the field what the boss is planning to do this turn. The closest to that you had was the barrel change on the quad barrels phase, they gave you a clear indication before the round started what they were going to do to you. That's kind of made moot by the fact that three of them did nothing, and one of them was basically an instant reset if you didn't have everybody immune to elements or ailments. But I think if they had more of the cues happen at the time before you key in your actions for that round, and also when a phase ends, let the rest of the actions pan out and then do the phase change. Even if it's wasting uses on a phase that's already dead, you also gain a lot of potential to get heals that you are planning to put in that turn. Whereas if you end a phase too soon, you can lose that and then go into a phase that starts with a screen wipe with people not sitting at enough health. If it just had those two things, the fight would be completely fine. I'm willing to concede the 600 HP thing was just me not being prepared enough. I feel it's a little silly that I fought basically everything on the way down the first time and just did not get the HP ticks to happen to a point where one of my characters just could not survive under any circumstance. And then under another very thorough trip all the way down with lots of linked encounters to have inflated chance to gain HP, he just didn't. Like, the fact that you have a small chance to gain a lot of HP all at once, that is kind of a failing. It works so much better when it's a much more accurate chance to gain a little bit than a swingy chance to gain a lot. Because then you're just subject to additional RNG for no real reason other than to make you have to waste more time if you don't get the lucky procs.